Well, hey everybody, Pastor Aaron here, the day after Christmas 2021. I hope that you had a enjoyable, safe celebration yesterday and Christmas Eve with your family and friends, that you celebrated the arrival of our Jesus, the Christ, the long-awaited Messiah, in a stable in Bethlehem so long ago. Welcome to today. Okay, today is the second day of Christmas. You know, the whole 12 days of Christmas, Lords a leaping, songs, birds a singing, rings a, that crazy song we all remember. Yeah, it's actually a thing, the 12 days of Christmas. It's the festival, the celebration of Christmas. It's just not one and done and now, oh look, it's time to move on to trying to sell stuff for what's next. Valentine's Day, out with the old, in with the new. No, that's kind of, no, let's stay with Christmas for a while. Let's celebrate this thing, right? Let's not be stuck to the whims of, marketing and retail sales. Let's be Christians and enjoy this. No, you can tell I'm at home. We're talking about being stuck at home today. This is the fifth installment of our Come Home for Christmas, right? We talked about coming home, the blessings of coming home, the fear of coming home, the welcome of home, all that sort of thing. And today we're talking about getting stuck at home, and it means just what you think it means, getting stuck here. I saw the funniest calendar yesterday at Barnes & Noble. It said, you turned the calendar every day and it said something like number of days since wearing pants, right? So, you can get stuck at home wearing your pajamas, which why not? They're comfortable. So here we are, we can be stuck at home. Now, what I'd like to talk to you about is the whole blessings of home that maybe we have found in Jesus or the church or faith, or however you want to run that out. The welcome, the joy, the love, the care of being brought home during this Christmas, coming home this Christmas, welcomed during this Christmas. Now, the temptation can be to stay here. Now, what I mean by this is, oh my gosh, it's Christmas and it's over finally, right? Whew, now we can get back to everyday living where, I don't have much to worry about and I don't have decorations to put up and Christmas presents to buy and cards to forget about sending, which, hey, I'm sorry I forgot to send a card to you. So we've got that. We feel like those lawn ornaments that are inflatable, they just get deflated now and they all lay all flat on the lawn and they look sad. That's the way we can be. And we can get stuck at home saying, man, oh, glad that's over. Now we can maybe be like normal people. But we need to think about this and not get trapped in that stay-at-home mindset. Now, what I mean by that is this. Why did Jesus come? Well, God chose to come in Jesus of Nazareth to fix the whole creation that had gone wrong, right? You know that. That's what the day's about. It's the arrival of Jesus, the King, the Christ, the Messiah, the fixer of what went wrong, of all creation, of you and me, to defeat sin, death, and evil. I mean, think about that. What is so bad that requires God Himself stepping into, the incarnation, right? Coming to us, our Emmanuel, coming to us and then being enthroned upon a cross, murdered and sacrifice, and then raising on the third day. What is it that requires that? Well, it's something pretty important. And if it's that important, should we get stuck at home and say, whew, glad that's over. Now I can get back to a regular living. When in fact isn't working out what Jesus did. The coming of Jesus isn't that working that out into the world and working the arrival of God the cross of Christ, the resurrection of Christ, working that into the world that needs it the most. And so today, as we're tempted to get stuck at home and sit around in pajamas and, eat the leftover Christmas cookies and just get even fatter and feel bad about ourselves, as we're tempted to do that, I'm gonna, got a cat right here. Maybe, sit at home with your cat. You can hear him meowing. Anyway, so as you're tempted to do this, I'm going to invite you to say no to that. And in fact, say yes to seeing Christmas and coming home as your beginning, as my beginning, as our chance to now go into the world. You remember Jesus, after he was resurrected, said to the disciples, "As the Father has sent me, I send you." And I'm going to apply that here. As Jesus says, well, now you've celebrated Christmas. And as the Father has sent me, Jesus would say to us, now I send you. Anyway, now I send you. And that's heavy duty stuff, isn't it? That's something to bear. That is something we have to take seriously. And far too often we in the church, pastors or lay people or, minister, whatever, everybody's this responsibility. But oftentimes we get a little lazy and we think it's just about the celebrating, when in fact the celebrating is the starting gun for go time. Now it's time to change the world. And in fact, isn't that what the world wants to see from us and our Jesus anyway? What good is a baby in a manger? What good is a silent night or joy to the world? What good is that if in fact we just go back to, everyday life waiting to buy stuff for Valentine's Day? So, I'm gonna wind up with this, end with this. You and I have a job to do. There's no time to waste. The world is dying to see us living out the coming of Christ to all the world, to the places where sin, death, and evil reign, to find the worst places in the world and to bring that candle that you held maybe on Christmas Eve and sang Silent Night, to take that light, the light of the world, John chapter 1, the light of the world that came into the darkness, to take that light into the dark places that need you. Doing things you never thought you'd do, meeting people you probably never thought you would meet, praying prayers to God to help you get through one more day. I know I do. But that is what is needed of us right now, disciple. That is what's needed of all of us who call Christ King. That working out. Do not get stuck at home. Do not be tempted to just rest on that celebration that was so wonderful. Use that as a springboard into the world and change things. Amen. See you next time.